got the Bugs 2 out today. I have a 5.8 gigahertz all-in-one camera on the Bugs 2. I have it powered up, calibrated. A lot of people are saying that the 5.8 gigahertz is going to interfere with the GPS, so I'm going to test it today. It's pretty windy, so it's probably not the best day to be testing it, but I'm going to go ahead and just see what happens. I'm going to fly line of sight with the monitor because I want to keep an eye on the LCD and just see if I drop satellites or what. Right now it says I have 8 satellites. I wish I had more satellites than that. Oh, this would help if I push it on. Okay, 9 satellites it says I have. So I'm not going to get too crazy due to the wind and not knowing if it's going to fly off on me or not. So we'll just put it up in the air, keep it kind of close, just see if it holds position and whatnot. About 10-mile-an-hour gusts coming through here right now. So, okay, now it says I got 10 satellites. I'll just keep an eye on it. This is a test, only a test. Okay, we are in GPS. Go ahead and start the motors. Okay. Still got 10 sats. Even with the breeze, it's holding okay. Guess I could record something. It's a little jittery, but see, I don't know if that's the 5.8 gigahertz or if that's the wind. Still 10 sats. I'm going to put it in altitude hold and see what happens. See, it's wanting to drift away. So it was still locked in on satellites. I'll put it back in GPS. Got 12 sats. Twelve satellites. That wind's pushing it down though. See, when the wind gust lets up, it rises. So, I don't know. I'm going to put it back in altitude hold. There it floats around. It is pretty windy. I really need to do this on a calmer day. I'm going to put it back in GPS. "12 satellites, and it's coming down on the wind's blowing it down. I'm not touching the sticks. I'm going to move it forward a little bit. "12 satellites. Yeah, I need to do this on a calmer day. I'm not bringing it, that's just the wind. So, I guess is that the wind, or is that the 5.8 gigahertz messing with the GPS? I don't know. That's why I wish it was a calmer day, but looks like it's staying in position fairly well. For as windy as it is. Yeah, it's pretty windy. It's fighting wind. It's leaning into the wind. Now watch, I'll take it out of GPS. Watch the wind take it. And there it goes. That's the wind blowing it. That's how much wind we have. It was fighting. So, I'm going to have to do this test on a calmer day. Put it back in GPS, and it locks in. Just the wind's pushing it down. So if I was to say right now, with the wind and everything, that the GPS seems to be working fairly good with that 5.8 gigahertz camera on there. It is moving quite a bit though. But when you move it, let off the stick, now what I can do, I'll bring it in and unplug the camera and see if there's any difference. See, that's holding good. I have 13 satellites, so the camera's not preventing me from picking up satellites. Okay, let's bring it in for a minute. Okay, I'll unplug the camera. So, there's no 5.8 gigahertz transmission. It's in GPS. And it appears to be moving just as much as it did before with the wind. Moving quite a bit actually. So that tells me all this movement's wind related, fighting for position. "13 satellites. So I haven't dropped any satellites. Okay, I'm going to put an altitude hold here in a minute. See, it did that on its own. Okay, it's an altitude hold, and the wind's carrying it. Put it back in GPS, and it locks in. So I don't know. I just wish it wasn't so windy. But that's my initial test with the 5.8 on top. Now, what I can do, and I've done this on another quad, that's supposed to help I can take this apart and shield the GPS with some copper tape that I have. That's supposed to keep stuff from interfering with it, but I don't know. I couldn't tell any difference with the camera plugged in or with it unplugged, so due to the wind. So I'm gonna have to do this again on a day it's not so windy, but so I'll leave it up to you to think what you want about the 5.8 on top of the quad. Now I do have the camera surrounded by all this foam, and I don't know if that's acting like a buffer or not, but I couldn't tell the quad act any different with the camera plugged in or with it unplugged. But maybe on a calm day I can. But alright, so that's it for now. Alright, thanks.